What happens when speculators and flippers cause a book to spike? Well, you get a top 10 list like this. Go grab your vibe juice and meet us back here in the comic room. I left the door open, so come on in. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It Comics. As always, I am your humble host, C3, and we are back with another top 10 list and market update for you. Yes, for you, the wonderful comic book community. I hope you got your vibe juice. I got your top 10 list, and we're going to dive right on in. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If this is your first time stopping by checking out the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. But make sure you hang out to the end because we got a couple of giveaways that we're going to disperse into the community. All right? Let's start this week's list off with a hot moving comic, and it's from DC's roster. Let's talk Absolute Batman, issue number 10. This is the Nick Dragotta regular cover. Bam! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first appearance of Wayne Jones as Absolute Killer Croc. This book is hot on the market. It's moving numbers. $5 average prices for Raw. Graded copies are going for about $60 right now. This book is up 1.81% in sales, with an all-time high being $60 for a CGC 9.8. Fair market value has this book resting at $5 for a raw copy in near mint condition. This whole run has been absolutely fabulous. No pun intended, right? Absolute Batman, Nick Dragotta, killing this series. This book has the comic book community just stunned. This is going to be a run that's going to be heavily sought after for time to come, right? This run is not going to go away. The remaking, the restructuring of Batman's entire universe, this is a phenomenal read. So if you're not reading this book, you definitely want to check this out. Absolute Batman, that whole Absolute runs, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Manhunter. Definitely make sure you're checking this series out because it's super hot. One of the hottest reads of the year, not slowing down anytime soon. So be sure to get your hands on a copy. There are a lot of prints out there, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. If you can't grab that first print, you can definitely get those other prints. But this is a series that you're definitely going to want to have in your collection. Absolute Batman, issue number 10, Nick Dragotta, regular cover. First appearance of Absolute Killer Croc, Waylon Jones is moving on the secondary market. So definitely make sure you grab one. And we're going to keep this show moving right along. On the list at number 9, ladies and gentlemen, number 9 is a hot ratio variant, right? This book is making waves in the comic book community. We got to talk about Immortal Legend, Batman, issue number 1. Oh yes, DC is definitely hitting this list this week. This is the Matt Taylor 1-in-25 ratio variant. This book is boasting $57 average raw copy sales, $110 for the graded copy. A total of 38 copies of this book is sold so far, and we had an all-time high of $50, of $110 was the all-time high for CGC 9.8. The last recorded sale for this book was $50. So this one looks like it's going to be a great buy. So don't let it slip away. This will make a great cover purchase alone. I mean, this is an art purchase all day long, all right? And make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and stick around to the end because we are going to do a giveaway. Immortal Legend, Batman, issue number 1. It's moving on the market, so definitely check it out. Number 8 on the list. If you need a copy of this for this next book, it's a must have to complete your run. And I'm talking about Marvel's The Mighty Thor, issue number 154. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first appearance of Mangog. Yes, this book is up 16.12% increase in sales. $26 average raw copy sales. $409 for the graded copy. We've had a total of 493 total sales that has changed hands so far on the secondary market. All-time high for this book was for CGC 9.8, and that book sold for $2,880. And I became a little curious because I am a big Thor fan, and I went and found out that there are 6 sales for the 9.8 with a market value of $2,900. 48 sales for the CGC 9.6 with fair market value has this book listed at $500. There's 47 sales for the 9.4 with a fair market value listing of $300, $250 for the 9.2, and $80 for the 9.0. Classic Thor goodness, spinning the block a couple of times. It's made its way back on the list. Mighty Thor, issue number 154. Don't miss out on it. If you need this, you might want to add it into your collection. It may be a good buying opportunity for you right now. All right? Number 7 on the list is no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. This book continues to move the needle. All right? Let's talk Green Lantern, issue number 59. Yes, back on the list again. All right? This is the first appearance of Guy Gardner. Now, it was a Superman movie, but we have to say, you got to be honest, Green Lantern really stole the show. He stole the show. I said it. I mean, you have to admit it. He really took over, and this was more like it was a Green Lantern movie featuring Superman and a few other characters, right? But this book is up 65.56% increase in sales so far, right? Average price for the raw copy is $202. Average price for the graded copy, $372. There was an all-time high that took place, and that book went for $30,000, and that was for a CGC 9.8, right? Now, some of us may say that these numbers appear to be too good to be true, but there's a lot of positive movement going on with this book at the moment right now. A 9.8 appeared to be popular with the community. It has 7 sales, and it has a fair market value of $30,000. There's 6 sales of the CGC 9.6 with a fair market listing of $3,800. 19 sales of the 9.4 with an $1,800 fair market value listing. 9.2 is listed at $1,550, and the 9.0 is listed at $900. All right? Now, you can comment down below. Comment down below. Do you think that the actor that portrayed this Guy Gardner's Green Lantern character, did he nail it or did he nail it? Did you like him or did you not like him? Me personally, I loved him. I think he nailed it. So I'm on board with bringing this particular actor back to play this character. All right? Green Lantern, issue number 59. First appearance of Guy Gardner. Definitely check it out. It's moving the needle on the market. The comic book community is all over it. So if you need a copy, don't miss out. All right? Excuse me. It's good vibes only. All right, guys. This next book is a great read, and it's got a lit cover. This cover is super lit. All right? Number 6 on the list. Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 2. The Dyke Ruin, 1 in 100, Virgin variant. This cover is definitely dope. If I could just get the whistle out, right? This comic highlights the first full appearance of Earth 6160 Spider-Man and Shocker, right? Hot cover, nice read, and you get first appearances. You get 2 first appearances in there. This book is 61% increase in units sold, $4 average sales for the raw, $62 average sales for the graded copy. Last recorded sale for this book was $56. We've had a total of 110 sales for this book transpired so far on the market, with the fair market value has a raw copy in near mint condition listed at $4. All right, this is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 2, the Dyke Ruin 1 in 100 Virgin variant. This is a great story, hot cover art, so definitely check it out. All right, lit cover, so you may want to add this to your collection. I purchased this one based on the artwork alone. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the halfway mark. So allow me to do what I always do, which is take this time, stop, and thank each and every one of you for stopping by, checking out the channel. It's good vibes only. Keep It Comics. Gotta love it. I hope you guys are enjoying your Labor Day weekend, spending time with your family. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday, whichever holiday it is. I hope you guys are enjoying the weekend, all right? Because I know that I am. Keeping busy, staying out of harm's way, just doing the things that I love to do, especially when it comes to talking comic books, all right? So make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, stick around. We got a giveaway for the community, and I'm going to be sure to get that to you guys. If this is your first time stopping by checking out the channel, now's the time to subscribe. Yes, don't forget, subscribe now. All right? That's what's up. I appreciate you. Look, I'm your boy C3. You know what it is. Check your nonsense at the door. It's good vibes only. All right? Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Number 5 on the list, guys. Number 5 on the list is meant to motivate you, not discourage you. Just throwing that out there. That's my disclaimer. It's a big book, and serious collectors focus up on this one. Let's talk about Fantastic Four, issue number 3, and this is that Jack Kirby greatness. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Introducing the first Fantastic Four costumes, first Fantastic Car, first Fantastic Copter, and the Baxter Building, right? $25 was the recent sale for this book. It has $379 average raw copy sales. Average price for the graded copy is $962. 513 sales for this book has changed hands so far. And it's going to be hard to get your hands on a 9.8, but we have a high sale for a CGC 9.4 that sold for $102,000. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, $102,000. And just so everybody's aware of the rarity of the 9.8, there's one 9.8 on the census for this book. There's 2 sales of the 9.6, and the last one sold for $38,500. There's 1 sale of the 9.4. We know what that sold for. There's 5 sales of the 9.2, and the last one sold for $19,120. And fair market value has the 9.0 priced at $17,500. All right? Now, I don't know about you, but I know for me, there's absolutely nothing like seeing your favorite comic books played out on the big screen. Leave a comment down below. If you went out and saw that new installment of the Fantastic Four, what do you think about it? Do you think they portrayed these characters extremely well? Do you think they missed the mark? I know we were waiting for Silver Surfer and Galactus for a long time, and they finally hit the big screen. Was it everything you thought it would be, or was it lackluster? I personally enjoyed the movie. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I enjoyed everybody's portrayal, and I particularly enjoyed how Reed Richards was played. He wasn't a goofball. You know, this guy was serious about his agenda. He was serious about keeping his family safe. He was serious about protecting the rest of the city. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie, all right? So comment down below. Let me know what you think, and we're going to keep it moving. On the list at number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do not have this next book, but I will be trying to get my hands on a copy of it. Yes, I'll definitely be trying to get my hands on a copy of this book. And this book is Tim Holt, issue number 11. Yes, yes, some of that old school greatness. You can just smell the ink. You can smell the ink coming through your screen. Can you smell that? Oh, I smell it, right? This title is claiming to be the original and first, is claiming to be the origin and the first appearance of the Ghost Rider in the Golden Age version. This is the Calico Kid. The Calico Kid. 2 of some of my favorite characters, right? The Calico Kid. I grew up in Louisiana, so I enjoy my Westerns. My dad, to this day, he's still a big Gunsmoke, Bonanza. He watches them all. I grew up on that stuff. So I grew up watching the Calico Kid. I actually lived in a small town where Jesse James was actually held in prison. And yes, the notorious Jesse James was held in prison in the town that I lived in. I wasn't there. No, I wasn't there. But one of those that, so just so you know, like Westerns is a thing and I really enjoy them. So yes, Calico Kid. Now, this book, $10,200 high sale for the 9.2. $10,200 for the 9.2. Average raw copies were $1,320, and the average graded copy is $1,500. 32 total sales for this book so far, with the last recorded sale for this book being $6,600. Fair market value has this book rested at $1,320 for a raw copy in very good condition. All right, so you got the Calico Kid making a statement in modern day comic book community today. Calico Kid, the origin and first appearance of the Ghost Rider, right? It's, you can see it right there on the book. There's an image. So who am I to argue? All right, so it's right there on the front cover. It looks like the Ghost Rider to me. Wow, such an iconic book. Talk about true first, right? Yeah, talk about true first. So Tim Holt, issue number 11. Definitely check it out. It's moving the needle. Comic book community is talking about it, so you might want to keep your eye on it. On the list at number 3, ladies and gentlemen, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 136. Yes, this is the first appearance of Harry Osborn as the Green Lantern. Oh yes, oh yes. 84.76% increase in units sold so far, with the average price for the raw copy being $52. That's not a bad price point for buy-in when you're talking about a book of this status, right? $52 is your buy-in. Average graded copy is going to run you about $355. The last recorded sale for this book was $49, but we just going to round that up to $50, just because. Right? 1,521 copies of this book have sold so far, with the all-time high being $2,500 for CGC 9.8. All right? Now, I can't wait to see the new Spider-Man movie. Right? It's clips all over the internet. I've been kind of like staying away from them. I'm just waiting for that next installment. I'm excited to see the finished product. But fair market value has this book resting at $52 for a raw copy in fine condition. So if this is a book that you're interested in, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 136, definitely keep your eye out on it because it's moving on the secondary market and it hit the list at number 3 this week. Yes, it did. It's always good vibes, ladies and gentlemen. The number 2 slot on this list goes to Pitt, issue number 1, the direct edition. Definitely. This book has made the list many a times on several different occasions, but it's back at number 2. It seems to be getting hotter and hotter every time it hits the list, right? This is the first appearance of Pitt, and this being one of the earliest key comics from Image, right? 1993. In 1993, this was one of the hottest selling comics in the world, right? Next to Superman. And now it's up 202%. That's a lot, right? Average price for the raw copy is $6 right now. Average price for the graded copy is $42. And it's definitely worth having in your collection because this book is partially responsible for Image's success, right? This book is an iconic trendsetter. Yeah, so you can't not have at least one copy of this book in your collection, all right? We had an all-time high, and the all-time high is for CGC 9.9, and that book sold for $387. We had a total of 1,222 sales for this book so far. Fair market value has the raw copy listed for $6. So you don't even have to spend a lot in order to add this book to your collection. Such an iconic book. Are there a lot of copies out there? Absolutely. But for its contribution to our community, to our hobby, to what it's done and what it meant to Image Comics, man, this book is definitely worth having at least one copy in your collection. So don't sleep on Pit, issue number 1, the direct edition. Here's a true fact. My daughter actually had a copy of this, and I'm saying had, and you'll find out why. My daughter had a copy of this in her collection, right? So I just happened to be thumbing through her collection one day, and I saw it in there. And, well, I borrowed it from her. It's currently in my collection now. I just want to keep it safe because, you know how kids are. But she knows I have it. She knows I have it. And she's like, you're going to put my book back, right? Yes, I'm going to put it back. But these are just books that I feel like, these books need to be kept safe. And because the contribution to the industry alone is definitely worth its weight in gold. So Pit, issue number 1 is definitely one you want to keep your eye out on. Phenomenal run, definitely iconic in the timing, and it's just a book that I can't speak enough about. All right, so Pit, issue number 1, direct edition. Make sure you grab at least one copy. You got $6 average sales. Definitely won't break the bank, so try to get your hands on one. All right, guys. On the list for the second time. And now it's time to talk about the number 1 hottest comic book in the galaxy. All right? Here we go. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time I drop, you guys will get that next installment. And don't forget, stick around after this. We're going to do the giveaway. But the hottest book in the galaxy, drum roll, please. Alien, issue number 1, that Inyuk Lee 1 in 500 virgin variant, that all black cover is, woo! That one's gonna be tough. This book is going to be tough to land in mint condition. This is the first Alien series published by Marvel. It's the first cameo of the Alien Alpha. And I'm talking about this cover is so beautiful, man, and just so well done by Inyuk Lee. This is just a hot cover. And that Alien series itself is a great run too. So don't sleep on the read. You're gonna want to have this. They're flushing out that Alien galaxy and they're doing great with it. So definitely make sure you're watching this book. This book has 240.53 increase in sales sold so far. 240.53% increase in sales. Average raw copy right now is $21. Average graded copy is $94, right? And just so you know, I just want to highlight this book too. Like, there's also a Clayton Crane web store night vision version of this book. And this book is a beauty. This book is definitely hot, right? So depending on whichever cover you want, I say both of them. Both of them are hot. You can't go wrong. But this is definitely something you want to check out. 31 total sales so far, with the all-time high for a mega lit book being $750. Fair market value has this book listed at $94 for a raw copy in near mint condition. So that Alien franchise right now, in my opinion, is out of control. Alien number 1, the Inyuk Lee Virgin 1 in 500, is the hottest book on the planet right now. Say what you want, but it is. It's moving, right? Absolutely. You can't, numbers don't lie. People lie. Numbers don't lie. That's a quote from Jay-Z. All right? That's your list, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share. Be sure you're here for that next one when I drop it. It can help you out while you're out there on the hunt. If you're thinking about adding another grail to your collection. If you're going after that big book that you're not quite certain if it's a good time to pull the trigger or not, this is where you want to be. Keep It Comics. Check the information. It's accurate. Don't cost you anything. It is what it is. It's just a great show. Keep It Comics. Good vibes only. We've got the Patreon if you want to support. Feel free. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm still not going anywhere. All right? And you know what it is. Check the nonsense at the door because we are only here for the love of the hobby. You know. Comic books. It should be light, fluffy. We should be having fun doing this. You know, everybody all angry and mad. For what? I know why. But it's not my business. All right? So I'm glad you guys stuck around. So, I'm going to give away 2 copies of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, issue number 1. And I grabbed these from the Sheets gas stations while I was traveling down in North Carolina. So I grabbed quite a few copies, so I'm going to give 2 of them away to one of you guys, to 2 of you guys. And the persons who are going to win these books are Thor Google Hammer. Love the name. Yes. And William Bethia 8703. All right? Yes. Thor Google Hammer and William Bethia 8703. You guys are the winners. I appreciate you guys for always supporting the channel. Thank you for your encouraging comments. Thank you for your words of support. I couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. A lot of love, a lot of respect, and I pray peace upon you and everything that you care about and everyone that you care about. All right? Hit me up on C.3.comics. We'll exchange information, and I'll get these out to you guys. No strings attached, all right? Once again, thank you very much, all right? So, that's our show for this week. I hope you guys enjoy. Continue to enjoy your weekend. And you guys are wondering why I left those mistakes in the video. That's because I want you to know that I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm a regular dude. I got a lot going on. I don't got no time to play. But I do like to enjoy my downtime. Yeah, so include those bloopers into your giggle box. They're good to laugh at. Of course, I make mistakes all the time. Those are not the first mistakes I made, and they're definitely not going to be the last. Enjoy. Enjoy life. Enjoy the people you love. And continue to enjoy the channel. I'm your boy C3. This is Keep It Comics. I'll see you later, Gators. And always, keep it comics. Yes. Because you know